out at the 33. Here's Tua. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
20 TX.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
All right, let's go.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And running with power here. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud sets up the play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Nixon will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Stroud looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
East right, snow.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Ready, shot.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Ready, shot.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins! Devon Achane from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
Saw a touchdown, too. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Tua. And this is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. As the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And Stroud now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Stroud. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th down. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Get set. Out.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Tua going to keep it on the draw. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost bet.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So now on comes the Dolphins offense as they'll try and go for 2 here.
Turbo 3, kick.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Stroud. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this team.